All right, hello everyone. For today's video, I actually have run out of pedals to demonstrate, so I decided to do somewhat of a practice and technique video. So over the years, I've really sort of struggled with how do I practice and how do I necessarily get better, especially for playing music within the church. So I think a lot of times, a lot of us start off playing, simple chords, and then, as we like some songs, we might learn some songs that we like and then some lead lines, but then you kind of get stuck in this intermediate in between, playing something crazy like professionally and then, just playing in the church every week, and then you just learn the parts and then you go home, but you're not really sort of developing as a guitar player. And so one of the things that I've been doing over the last couple years is learning to practice with my pedals. Now, practicing, I think, is a really important part, and I didn't do it for many, many years, but most recently, in the last couple of years, I've decided to start practicing more and more. And so what I've really been doing is, I've been doing what a lot of guys like, Pete Thorne and Mateus Asado have suggested of just learning scales. And that's great, and learning chords and things like that, and practicing to metronome. And that's really great because you get to learn more music and musical notes and where things are on the fretboard. But I think for playing music in the church, you can kind of take that a step further. So one of the techniques that I learned and have practiced is simply trying to find every single note on the fretboard that is in a key. So for instance, like for A, you find every single note where A is on the fretboard. So it's like there, there. And you're supposed to do that in time with a metronome, and that helps you find where all those notes are, so you can think of when you're soloing over a phrase, like you can find out exactly where things are, and that's really great. And so what I decided is actually to practice with my pedals to take this actually a step further, because usually for music in the church, you're not going to be ripping some huge solo, but there are some sort of phrases and some chordings that you probably will still stick pretty close to. And so what I've done is actually with the delay pedal on dotted eighth, you can actually use that sort of as a metronome to actually practice a lot with your right hand to help develop rhythm with your right hand. And then with your left hand, you're kind of finding all over the fretboard where those phrases are. And so I'm just going to do it today in the key of C. So there's a C chord, as you can see. And then I'm going to find all the places where I can play C or something that goes in that key all over the fretboard, and you just play it in time with the you can just play it in time with the repeat. So you can do that for every key. So I can just do it really quick in the key of B. So there you have it. That's just a really easy way, I think, to practice. Helps you practice with your pedals, with your delay. You can, set it for different BPMs. You can really get used to being able to play, rhythmically with your right hand, and be able to find all those places really quickly on the fretboard that you need to with your left. So that's the video for this week. Thank you very much. See you later.